Hello, 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 everyone. It is May 5th. My name is Davon Rees. I am the host of the 5th and 28th, where I come to you on the 5th and 28th of each month. Why the 5th and 28th? Because my birthday is May 28th, and those are my two favorite numbers. So we talk about hotel ownership, we talk about mindset, we talk about real estate, we talk about girl power, we talk about it all. And then sometimes it's me, but to make it better and to make it more fun, I bring in special guests. So I have a special guest today with me. I have Miss Anna Blue of the Blue Moss Group. And today we are going to be talking about the future of hospitality innovation. So she's going to come and talk to us about hospitality creators, which she co-created. And so go ahead, Anna, introduce yourself. Let everybody know who you are.
Well, first of all, I have to say, I was driving to pick up my kids yesterday and it popped in my head. I was like, I wonder why it's called the 5th and 28th. Like, I've had this conversation with you before, and I was like, are those paydays? I feel like I used to get paid on the 5th and the 22nd. Like, because I know you, I was trying to push it, make it relevant to finance or money or ownership. No. And so now you just said it, and now it makes so much more sense, and it feels more personal.
It's just my birthday. And I got the idea. I was on someone's newsletter, and hers was the 1st and the 15th. So she sent out a newsletter on the 1st and the 15th of each month. And I was like, oh, why don't I do the 5th and 20? I just been doing it ever since. So
if I heard 1st and 15th, I would definitely think payday. Like that would automatically.
Yeah. And it probably was the payday now that I think about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's great. Well, thank you for having me. I always love our conversations. And especially to talk about the Hospitality Creator Summit, which you are a part of as part of our Creator Council, which is really awesome.
I'm excited. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you for saying
If I wouldn't have been invited, I would have felt some type of way. I would have got a text. So I'm waiting. I was waiting for you to come because I definitely had my text ready. I saw it announced. I'm like, she got an account and she asked me. My little ego came out because usually I'm real humble. But I said, wait a minute, now not the queen of hotels. You cannot have an event in hospitality and not have the queen. It just won't work. It won't be the same.
Well, and not only just an event, but an event that brings together content creators, which you very much are within hospitality. So you knew I was coming eventually. So yeah, the Creator Summit is kind of it's my love letter to hospitality creators. And when I went out on my own last year, I didn't think after leaving AHLA that I was even going to stay in hospitality. I come from social impact, from the nonprofit sort of partnership building world, and really thought after only 2 years in hospitality, it would make sense for me to do that. Right. And immediately upon sort of taking my bow with AHLA, the creators, Anthony and Glenn and Modern Hotelier with David Malili and, Rachel Humphrey, all these folks wanted to share that story and share that journey and share what was next for me. And then out of that, I was able to build my company and my business. And so I think it was Brian Quinn at an event last fall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was chatting with him about, we all see each other at the same events over and over, and there has to be a different way of convening people. And he said to me, we can't have any more events. We can't do any more events. Nobody wants to go to an event. So you know me, I'm like, challenge accepted.
But this is different. This is different. I love it. And that's why we talk about the future of hospitality innovation, because this is so innovative. It's so needed. It's so many hospitality creators.
Yeah.
The timing that you're having, and I think is great. Everybody is thriving and living on content. There's so many people that are creating podcasts. There's so many people who are creating events and just creating a lot of different content. So it's just a space for people in the hospitality industry to be heard. So kudos to you.
And you know what? While we do see each other at in-person events all the time, where we see each other the most? LinkedIn. We are constantly watching each other's videos. We're constantly looking at updates and who's moving and shaking. And so much of that content comes from hospitality business creators. So we all we know that the brands are working with travel creators, right? They're working with travel influencers who are I'm at this resort in this city. And And that's beautiful and that's great. But for how the actual business side works, how vendors can get visibility in front of decision makers, how people coming into the industry can understand the opportunities, what are the different changes at different companies, who's hiring, who's laying off, who's acquired a new brand, like all of that stuff, that news travels through our internal B2B like media and through our creators and through our journalists and all of that. And that's who's telling the story. And I think individually we can celebrate, you know, those platforms, but nobody has ever brought that group together, all of you, and said, we are the master storytellers of the business of hospitality, and bring that together and truly show the value of the B2B creator economy. So we've got creators, we've got digital media marketers who work for all of the big companies. We've got brands coming. We have vendors, companies coming. We've got people who are telling the story of the business side. And then we have experts, and I'm super excited about this. So, you know, you have a podcast. I love your podcast. And so we've got a podcast expert who's worked with Spotify, Audible, MTV Radio, who like knows how to help you grow and monetize your podcast. And so she's going to come and talk to creators, and the same for an expert on newsletters and a master storyteller. And so we're bringing folks from outside the industry who are who are truly the experts. So it's going to be great.
That's why I love you, because, well, one, I noticed the people who come out from outside the industry, you get like some of the best ideas, right? Because I hate to say it, and you know it, you've been to a number of our events. We literally do the same thing all the time, same place, same people, same food, same format, same. You may get a new logo every now and then, but it's pretty much the same, right? And so I love how you're bringing in people from the outside of the industry to help, you know, the creatives to monetize, right? To think of different ways to build partnerships and to strategize and really to take it to the next level. So you talked about all the people who are attending, right? Or who are going to be there, who's going to possibly speak. I think I'm speaking too, right? I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Exactly. You can't have the event without me. You cannot have a hospitality. I'm just playing. But actually, I'm serious. But how can people how can people attend? Because I'm sure there's some now let me take a step back. What about aspiring hospitality creators? What about is this, can they come too? Like folks who are like, you know what?
Students and young professionals. We have young folks who are just getting started in like industry marketing and communications. Nobody has pulled this room of people together for, and so there's a lot of excitement about that. And I think for young people, you know, I was talking to a young woman who, along with two other people, wants to start a hospitality podcast. And I was like, that voice of being 23 and in the industry is an incredible voice that people will really appreciate. And so like, come to this event and learn the tools and the tricks to be able to launch that. I think for young people to see, but for any aspiring creator, if you've been in this industry for 30 years and you're like, you know what, I have a story to tell about business. I want to share information on this platform and in this way, but I don't really know where to get started or where that niche is. This is where you can discover that, like get inspired, pick those things up. Because I want to say everybody's an aspiring creator. Like we are surrounded by content creators. It's how we make decisions. It's, you know, all the stuff that I have bought off of Instagram, man, is right.
Okay, so my son wants to start his own YouTube channel.
So does my daughter. Like that's normal. Yeah.
He literally wants to start a YouTube. So he's a part of Code Ninjas. Yeah. So shout out to Code Ninjas. And he, you know, for him to learn how to code, because he like loves computers, but I guess because his mom was always on one. So that's what he grew up, just being around computers. And so he's like, I want to learn how to code. And I'm like, okay, great. So I took him to code. So now they have like different clubs. And it's like where you can build Roblox, you can build like Minecraft games, and then you can like create your own YouTube channel. So today is YouTube channel day. And he literally woke up and was like, today is YouTube channel day, because he wants
Love
to
it.
be a content creator, and he's really good at it. Like
Yeah.
he created a an episode of him making pizza because it was for
Yeah.
class. But his mom being extra, we had a
Oh,
whole production. I put it in CapCut and made it real cool. So, little extra stuff going on. But content creation is so hard. So you were
it's
saying everybody
hard.
wants to do it. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard to be
Hard to
consistent.
know.
It's hard
Yes,
to
it's hard to know
post.
what people want to
Mhm.
consume, right? Like
Yeah.
the worst thing that people do is only make content that they themselves would want to hear or that would have
Right.
been helpful to them, right? Like you have
Yeah.
to really understand your market and your audience and
Yeah.
all of that. And that's what we
Yeah.
are going to see. I mean,
Yeah. You
the
have to be flexible.
generation who has been
Yeah.
surrounded by that. Like my daughter is 11. She doesn't have a cell phone. She has an iPad that has like limited access to things. And
Right.
she'll pick up my phone and like hit record on just a video on my phone and be like, hey guys, come get ready with me. Like, who are you right now? Right. And so it's such an important time for our
Right.
content creators, many of whom have been in the industry for decades. And
Right.
this is
Yeah.
sort of a second act for them to be able to come together and really, really create and strengthen their platform, because this younger generation is going to come fast and
Yeah.
furious in the content creator space. So this is like the
Especially with
perfect
AI,
time
and
like that.
it makes it easy.
Yeah.
Are you going to be talking about I'm sure we're going to be talking about AI. Like, you cannot have an event
Yeah.
right now in this day and age without discussing
Yeah.
AI, because it's so
Yeah.
vital, especially with content creation, right? And you made a good point. Like with me, with my content, you have to be flexible with content, because you made a
Mhm.
really good point, because sometimes we make content that we may think is great,
Right.
or sometimes people don't even pull the trigger, right? So for the
Yeah.
people who
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
build content and they want to do content and they're unsure, and they're unable to pull the trigger, like, this is a great event for you,
Yeah.
because one, you understand the mechanics, you'll learn the mechanics, right? You're around other content creators, and you'll see, like, you just start off, you just do it. And I put stuff out there. I think I put something out there, and it went it got more attention than I expected. I
Yeah. Yeah.
took a picture. So I paid $14. I don't know if you remember this. I paid $14 for M&Ms at the Waldorf Astoria, the mini bar,
Yep.
because I was really hungry. And the fact that I paid for, because I'm like really frugal. So the fact that I paid $14 for M&Ms, and then
Yeah.
it was really pretty. And then I didn't notice that the sticker was placed on wrong into the comments. So the engagement in the comments, like, some people
Yeah.
had OCD and it was stressing them out. They want to read, but it was so much. And it was like, you mean to tell me you paid $14 for an M&M and the sticker was on wrong? And these are like hospitality professionals. I didn't know they were following me. Like, you know what I mean? And they were just coming out the woodworks, but that's content. And
Yeah.
really what I talked about was branding. So the purpose of the post was branding, because it was really pretty. It was
Yeah.
convenience, because I was hungry and I didn't feel like going downstairs. And so I literally paid 14. I still have the $14 container, because I'm gonna keep that forever, because I paid
Yeah, I'm
$14
gonna use
for it.
it. You're gonna get your $14 from
I'm
that.
gonna get my $14 worth, okay? All right.
But it was
And
relatable. You posted relatable content that even somebody who's not in the industry would see that and have some type of reaction. Like, these prices are crazy. Why would anybody do that? Or like, I've been there. When you started talking about it, I was like, oh my God, I've been there. I remember buying
and it
like
was the convenience, exactly.
$11 potato chips in like a normal chip bag
Did it
that
stress
I
you
could
out?
yeah, like, and it is. And it's like, but I'm starving, but also what?
And it was this big, wasn't it?
Right. And then you open it and it's air until like the very bottom. But yeah, that's relatable content. And so you're just thinking you're adding it to the stuff you always talk about. And next thing you know, you've created
Went
viral content
crazy.
because it's so relatable.
It's so relatable.
Yeah.
It was relatable. And also, and I try to put stuff in there that has some type of message, right? So
Yeah.
for example, when I was talking about when I was talking about the $14 M&Ms at the Waldorf Astoria, Atlanta Buckhead. Look at that, right? Which I'll be having my event there on May. On I'll be that's like one of my favorite hotels. I go there all the time. I'll go there. I'll having my event there, my Green Print to Wealth brunch on May 16th. So I hope to see y'all there in Atlanta. And everything is going to be green. Can you believe I haven't had an event where I wear all green? I always wear green.
I don't know that I believe that. But
and then I went to an event and everybody was wearing green, and I was like, "How come I haven't?" So I'm having an event on May 16th, and everyone is wearing green, and we're going to be talking about wealth building. We're going to be, talking about just like investing. And then anyone who knows me know that's my color. Like people are like, I got your green on.
Yeah,
I got your green on. So everyone knows that I always wear green, and so. Just going back to the content creation, right? When people they ask me about branding, I can tell you, I literally just go with the flow every day. I literally is people like, what's your secret? I literally wake up. That is the secret. And
I'm still here.
I'm still here. And but really I just pay attention, right? Like, and I just think. You talked about the potato chips, right? Yeah. So like that's a whole messaging, right? So green, right? That is my color. I always wear green. So people know, okay, Devon, she's gonna bust, and it's like a certain shade of green. Like people are like, no, this is your green right here. I'm like, go ahead. And then Anna, when I think of you, I always think of TED Talks. That is your brand.
I have not done mine yet, but I appreciate it.
I'm like your biggest fan. You know that. I'm like, I think I was in a comment. I was like, I'm waiting for your TED Talk.
You did. You've commented that actually a couple times.
Hey, I'm just waiting. I'll be there with, look, do I need to put a big Anna blue? Like, do I need to have the big face and hold it up and be like, yes, like the sports game? Go Anna, go Anna.
Well, no, it's so true. And it's so interesting. You said something that I want to actually go back to because it's so important about how like this industry is repetitive and it's tried and true. You know who you're going to see, you know what's going to happen at every event, you know the kind of people that are going to be there. And there's a beauty to that. And I'm not like, I don't knock that for anything. There are certain conferences that we all have our favorites for a reason because we know it's going to be exactly what we want it to be. Yeah. And that has been such an interesting lesson this year in hospitality because I know that we are an industry of fast followers. I would not say, as much as I love this industry tremendously, this is not an innovative industry. This is not an industry where everybody's fighting to do the new thing first. Everybody is fighting to look around and see what everybody else is doing.
And nothing ever gets done because we're always waiting.
Right. So when you launch something new that's got the words like content creation and influencers in it, everybody's like, what is this thing? And we've had so many wonderful conversations of people being like, I love what you're doing. We absolutely need this. Yeah. This is going to be the biggest event in hospitality. Like, give it a couple of years and you're going to be out there. And then it's like, okay, awesome. Are you going to support this year? And it's like, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
That's usually how it is. Yeah.
So I wanted to shout out, like from the beginning, you know who our first sponsor for this event was?
What?
AARP. AARP, who has nothing.
I don't mean to laugh. I wasn't expecting that.
Nothing to do with hospitality. And I was talking to the COO, COO and CFO. And they have all of this fascinating data about like the travel economy and the travel spend for people who are 50 and older. I am 48. Like 50 is not retirement age. I wish I could retire in 2 years, but that's not looking good. But it's like the information they have, the access to community that they have, all of these things, they were like, we would love to be in a space.
That's smart.
Right?
I need to contact them. Yeah. That's a good idea.
And then, well, they'll be at the summit. So you'll already get a chance to meet them. And then like was Anthony Melchiorre. And I don't even know how we've talked this long and I haven't talked to him. My very first phone call I made was to Anthony. It was like 9 a.m. the night after I had this idea. And I hadn't even sat with it for like 12 whole hours. I think I thought of it at 1 a.m. I called him at 9. He answered. And he was like, I'm in. And he has now been my business partner, my thought partner.
He's
I told him,
amazing.
like, when we do
You have
another.
never met him in person?
Oh, he's the best. Like, he's driven down here from New York for us to like meet with
Never
our
met him
marketing
in person.
person and
I've
have.
been on his show when he was with Glenn.
He's awesome. And he has
Nice.
like jumped in both feet to say,
I
let's get
believe
this. And he's such an incredible, incredible
he
partner.
started this off, actually.
No, he was. I tell him that all the time. I'm like, you
No,
are
no,
the
I mean, like,
OG
he
creator.
is. Like, he started with the
Yeah.
show. I was
Yeah.
like, what? He
Yeah.
was coming in, telling folks what to do with their
Yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, just killing it. Yeah, he's the OG.
Yeah,
You're right.
he
He
is.
said
And
it
I
all.
remind him of that all the time because I'm like, you are actually the first B2B creator. Like, yes, you also have a public platform, but you were the first person with decades of ops experience to then turn that into influence. And there's something so powerful in that. And so I'm super fortunate to get to work with him. But also, when we were trying to figure out, like, all right, let's tack this onto something that exists, we reached out to Frank at HFTP. And there was no idea that HFTP owns high tech, whether or not he was going to get it. And he was just like, people come to us all the time with something they want to add to high tech, and we say no all the time. And he was like, I am so excited about this. He
Yeah.
shared it with his board before we were even ready to go live. Like, it's just been really great. And then
Yeah.
the folks that have gotten it, like, who have really put themselves behind us, Margaritaville and My Place and Alliance and Hierology and Peppermill. We're just so fortunate, in addition to AARP and HFTP, to have the backbone that we have, to have such interesting people come together to support this, because it's hard in an industry that does not like to step out on a limb. When you see the companies that are willing to do it, it's
yeah,
awesome.
you appreciate it. No, you appreciate. No, I love when I first saw you and Anthony put it out. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. It's crazy that it hasn't been done before. Right.
Yeah.
And I just love it. And like I said, I just signed. I knew you was gonna ask me, but I signed up anyway. And that's it. And because I just wanted to support. And I know what it's like when you're trying to do something innovative and people are like, I don't know. And then nobody supports it. And then it doesn't work out because nobody supports it. And they
Right.
complain and they got all the naysayers. And I really am a positive person. I love what you do. I think you're an amazing person. I think Anthony is an amazing person. I just love what you all are doing. And I think this is needed
Yeah.
because it's a lot of hospitality creators who need the support. I even try to reach out to some because with my platform, I have a strong visibility. I'm like, hey, you want to be on my show? Or hey, what can I do to support or like or share or whatever? And I just think that it's great that you're putting us all together in a room, right? Because it's been times where when I first started off, nobody wanted me on their podcast. All right.
I can't even imagine that. I mean, I can imagine it because I understand the industry, but like now seeing you out there, I can't even imagine somebody.
Oh my gosh. People didn't come to my events. I think my first event, it was free. I had to pay my girlfriends to show up so we can have people in the room. I was like, I'll get you some drinks. And so I know what it's like. That's why I was like, I'm gonna go. I don't want to be like, I'll see what it's like. I'll see the pictures first and then I'll go next year. No, let me be a part of it. Be in the pictures, be a part of it, and promote and support. That's why I was like, I gotta have you on my show. And then and I was gonna bring you on even before you put me on the council. And then now I'm on the council. I have to do my part. I have to, put action, what is it? Talk it like I walk it like I talk it. That's what it is. So I have to so I have to, I have to do my part and make sure that I support what you are doing. So it's just amazing.
I'm super grateful because the Creator Council, when we have launched this with, obviously you, and we've got Susan Berry and Sarah Dunn, and Emily from Hertelier. We've got Josiah McKenzie and Glenn.
Is she coming? Is Emily coming?
So we're trying to get her over because obviously she's farther.
I've never met her in person.
She's fabulous. I don't think I've actually met her in person either. She and I are connected this week. So we've got CJ Arlotta and Glenn and Josiah and Jeffrey O. And so we just have like this incredible group of people, because to what we were talking about, like, we don't want to create a summit that is just something that only I would want to attend or Anthony wants to attend, right? Like, we want all of you to voice what this should look like and who should be in the room. And that's such a huge part of it too. So so the Creator Council has been incredible, and we have a lot of plans for how to expand this and grow it in the future. And we're going to talk about that on the call. So I'm not going to bust that open here, but this is only going to get bigger. Like, we're going to have 200 folks this year, and then the sky is the limit. So very grateful.
200 folks to attend?
To attend, yeah. We're capping
it. Is it free?
It's free, and not only is it free, but through our partnership with High Tech, people that we invite to attend and send the registration link to also get a free pass to High Tech for the expo floor and the main stage. So it takes care of both conferences and makes it accessible to folks. We have had an application on our website, and thank you for putting that up, where people can just drop their information. We want to make sure the right people are in the room. We want it to be aspiring creators, community builders, etc., to be in the room. And so then as soon as we get the application check, we send out the registration link. But yeah, we're capping it at 200. It's going to be great. Truly, it's going to be a great event.
Yeah, so you are feel free, go to thehospitalitycreators.com. We would love to see you there. I would love to see you all in person. I can't wait to see some of my folks who I'm constantly engaging with on LinkedIn in person. And it's always a good time seeing you. So how else? I know you're on, they can apply to attend the conference, attend the event. How can people connect with you? You're on LinkedIn? You're pretty much on LinkedIn. Yeah.
I'm on LinkedIn. I mean, I'm on Instagram, whatever. I think my email is even on the bluemossgroup.com website. It might be on HCS. Like, I'm just trying, like, I love talking to people. And so when folks reach out, and that's how we've gotten the program that we've gotten, is like, somebody came up to me at an event, and we were just talking about, literally, we were talking about our outfits, like, not to be stereotypical, but we were talking about our outfits at this conference that wasn't hospitality related. And that's how I learned that she was an expert on monetizing your email list. And I was like, come and talk at the Creator Summit. So like, ideas, anybody who has ideas or thoughts or any of that, please reach out.
I was telling you this before we got on. So I think like Virgin Cruise, they had like a cruise where like influencers and stuff are content creators. And then somebody sent me the link. So I got to apply to go. And I was telling my best friend, and she was like, "You're not a content creator?" I was like, "Yes, I got over 100,000 followers." Like, what are you talking about? Like, I got like 10,000 people on my email list. Like,
yeah.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, people literally go to courses to learn how to even get to 100,000. And I probably could get to more. I just don't do a good job of posting. People like, "You do a great job at posting." I'm like, I do a horrible job at posting.
We've got people who can tell you how to just monetize what you already have, right? Like, you're just doing it and you're building, and you like became an accidental content creator, which does happen to people.
Yeah, and I've learned how to monetize. Like, I've learned how to monetize. Learn how to monetize. I can make money from this. I was like,
absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So also, because we haven't said it, it's June 15th.
Oh yeah, the
program will be 10 to 4 p.m. that day, and that goes right into then High Tech's opening welcome party, and then High Tech is the 16th to the 18th. But June 15th in San Antonio, co-located with High Tech. Super excited. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
All right, so you all mark the date, June 15th, 10 a.m. to 4. We will see you there. It's free to sign up, but you have to apply, because I think y'all screen everyone. Yeah, y'all screen everyone to make sure it's a right fit, which is great. And so apply, see if you're a good fit, and we'll see you on June 15th. Thank you, Anna, so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. The next time you'll see me on 5th and 28th, it will be on my birthday, May 28th. I'll be celebrating the last year of my 30s. Yeah, I'm a little, it kind of threw me off. I mean, I felt some type of way when I aged out of under 30 gateway. So imagine, I'm like, I'm about to be 40. And then my 7-year-old son said, "Mommy, you're really, really, really old." I said, That many really's not just, oh no, mommy, you're really, really, really old. Oh my gosh. She said it just like
Yeah.
that.
I
So
was listening to like 90s R&B in the car, and my 15-year-old got in the car and she said, "Oh, that's like Mesopotamian music."
dang,
Right? Ouch.
dang,
Ouch.
ouch. I know. I guess you and I we're just old. We're
Really,
just
really old.
we're just
Yeah.
really up. No, but I thank you, Anna. I appreciate you all so much. And can't wait to see you and Anthony and everyone else in June.
It's awesome. Thank
Thank you
you.
for stopping by. And I'll see you all on the 28th. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye-bye.